Hi, we're Westlife,
and you're watching Stompcast Live.
I don't know, I think like naturally over the years, our fan base that started with us at the very beginning has sort of grown up on us, you know. A typical fan may have been approximately 15, 16, in around that age when we started off. That's 7 years ago, so now they're like 22, 23, you know, and everybody, you know, including us, grow up in that period, you know. I think also one thing that we've done, I know it wasn't necessarily massively received in Southeast Asia, but the Rat Pack album that we've done quite well back home, and I think that was one thing that an average sort of like six-pack kind of orientated, like all about kind of the cheesy smiles and all that. I don't think you can quite pull that off unless you have a bit more depth here than that. So I think that definitely showed that I don't know, that we have, you know, it's not that I'm saying it's not just a cheesy boy band, you know what I mean? It's the fact that we're adults now and that we're men and that, you know, we can sing different types of songs as well, you know.
Yeah, we've actually just finished recording our album, which is due for release on November 6th. It's called the Love Album. It's a themed album. It's basically Simon Cowell, our A&R man in Sony BMG, together with our manager Louis Walsh. They wanted us to do a love album, which is basically a lot of cover songs, every single song of an old love song. So if you, for example, Hard to Say I'm Sorry by Chicago, Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler, is it? So all those songs. So there's going to be say 13 to 14 tracks of, you know, all the greatest love songs, and that kind of collectively we've chosen on the album. So we've just completed all of those. Some good songs on there. You Light Up My Life by Debbie Boone as well. So yeah, we're really happy with that. Unfortunately, I mean, you know, we'd love to have another studio album out of our own original tracks, which obviously we had last year, Face to Face, which was so successful. I think Face to Face was an album that really kind of restarted, kickstarted our career again in many parts of the world. Especially in Asia, you know, it enabled us to come over here to do these shows. It also broke Australia for us last year, which we're about to tour Australia in February of 2007. So yeah, it was a great album for us. But what I think our record company does quite well, even though we don't necessarily agree with it all of the time, is Simon chooses the style of album, what type of album to do at a particular time. Given the choice, we would have preferred this year to go with another studio album and get some great original songs. But Simon's a good judge of the amount of, say, quality original songs that are out there at the moment. And unfortunately, for a band like Westlife, there's not an awful lot. The songwriters that write our songs haven't been, you know, let's say, producing A-list or A-shelf songs. So we would prefer not to release, say, you know, lesser songs. You know, we'd rather do a themed album, a covers album. You know, do the artwork perfectly, shoot the video in a certain style, and promote that till next year and tour that, and then look at another studio album next year. We know him years. We know him, I think, 8 years now. He signed us originally. He flew into. Shut up! He flew into Ireland 8 years ago to see us perform when we were, you know, not signed, and he decided that he would take us on. That was before he became famous and became the big mean guy on TV. He wasn't necessarily mean, but he was, you know, he knows what he wants and he knows how to get it. And we were all at the time in fear of him. You know, he was like this big record, you know, boss, record company boss. I mean, that changed over the years. We have a good relationship with Simon in a sense of, I mean, we don't speak to him every day, we don't speak to him every month. In fact, I can't recall the last time I spoke to him. But when we do speak with him, we're quite honest, and he treats us like, you know, young men, and we treat him like an old man.
I think, you know, there's so many love songs in the past or whatever. I mean, this album, you know, obviously we couldn't just go out and pick all of our individual favourite love songs. I think each song that we've chosen has to sort of fit into the Westlife style, you know. So, you know, there could be a love song that, and also one thing we had to do is be careful that we didn't sort of go down the kind of karaoke route and make loads of songs that are really karaoke. We wanted to find songs that, you know, once again, just there was a bit more to them than just, you know, the same songs that you hear in every pub and every bar in the world. get sung by people. So for that reason, and for the reason that we had to find songs that fit it into Westlife, I think that, you know, it limited us. Well, no, it didn't limit us. It just sort of made it a lot easier to choose, because an awful lot of the best love songs ever are unfortunately sort of diluted by the fact that, you know, as I said, they're massive karaoke bars and stuff, you know. And that's all great and everything, you know, karaoke is fine or whatever, but we didn't want it to be like one of those compilation albums that you see advertised on the TV. I don't know what my favourite love song is. There's hundreds of love songs that I love or whatever. I think, I don't know, probably one of the Prince's songs I like songs. For better, by far, by 1,000 million miles. It's just, I don't know, it's just like a massive weight off my shoulders. It's just out there now, everybody knows, and I can, you know, live my relationship and go for dinner, go to the cinema, go to clubs, whatever, and not have to worry that somebody might find out. You know, I don't think that's a very natural way of living a relationship, and you know, a lot of people live their lives like that. But for me personally, nothing's more important than me being able to just live my life and enjoy myself. You know, and if that means you know, certain people not liking me, then whatever. That's what I say. They seem to be, everyone seems to be fine. I haven't got any negative remarks directed to me, you know. I don't know what people say behind closed doors to each other, but I certainly haven't got any negative remarks. And, you know, not directed just solely towards their fans or whatever, but just to everybody in the world, if you know what I mean. If they don't like it, then they can lump it. I don't really care. That's, you know, I think I'm a nice person or whatever, and it's their problem if they have a problem with you.